Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to a new vlog. My cat just bit me.
Pick her up. Pick her up.
Come here.
Shame her.
Shame dangle.
Yeah, look at her feet. Look at her feet. Stay away from my rats. I'll kill you.
The shame dangle's supposed to be a rat thing, but we turned it into an all animals thing, I guess. She's right back here, so in case you're wondering if she's fine.
Yeah.
She's fine. Her feet are on
Look
the
at
floor.
her dumb face. Her brother's so much nicer. You're garbage.
Come on. There you go.
Trash kitty.
Don't bite me.
Oh my god. Don't. You only got 3 teeth.
Anyway, so for this week, I am going to read Dune. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. So, that's my plan.
I'm gonna finish Born Standing Up by Steve Martin and hopefully knock out some Mercy Thompsons. And I'm going to
Did you
go
shock
through
me?
I'm going to go through my TBR in my effort to whittle down some of the books that I might not like.
Yeah, I've been kind of doing that too. I have a bunch in my library, but I'm not going to mention them because I don't trust myself. But yeah, that's really the only plan. We're going out with our friend tomorrow. And that's probably going to suck. Not being with her.
We love our friend. That sounded awful.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with her. Although, she is going to keep me away from my Xbox, assuming it shows up.
But yeah, like, hanging out with her is fun. But the fact that we decide to traumatize ourselves all in one big cluster together as a team is not fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those are our plans for the week. I don't think we have anything else going on.
I hope not. I'm too tired for this. What even is the day?
It's the 12th.
Oh, God. Oh, there's so many more days till I'm dead. Oh, my God. Oh.
Yeah, couple of fun facts for you guys. 9 years ago today, I adopted my cat, Jinx.
She's puked on the carpet so many times.
And 2 years ago today, we lost Clover. Not so fun, but...
That's a miserable one.
Mm-hmm.
Have. Join us.
Oh, she's gonna get me. She's gonna fucking kill me.
Dax, what are you reading this week? My Last Rites. I have a friend with me who is crawling all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to have to stop this clip to cater to her, but we'll see. Hey, don't chew on that. Okay, this already isn't working out. Go back to my shoulder. So in my effort to... You're just licking it. In my effort to go through my TBR and clear off my shelf, I have started Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. It's a Phantom of the Opera retelling, and that's what I know about it, and that's all I'm gonna know about it until I read more, because I don't typically read synopses, I guess. But it's another YA, and I don't have high hopes. It's probably not gonna work out. But Ducky's excited. Can you tell? She's giving me kisses. She's very excited for me. I'll check back in with you on how this goes. Wish me luck, please. Hey, bad news. I didn't like it. I have this problem where I can't get more than like an hour into books lately, and I've been just DNFing like crazy because I think I deserve it. If I don't like a book, I don't want to keep reading it. And I did spend $5 on this. It says $16 up here. I didn't get this from Walmart. I got it from online for $5. That was a wasted $5, as it turns out. Unless my sister wants it, which I don't think she will, because she's never expressed interest in Phantom of the Opera, and doesn't seem to gravitate very much towards young adult, despite her being 16. So this was a waste of $5 and an hour of my time. I guess I should say why I didn't like it. I was bored. I mean, I think a lot of other people enjoy this book. It came out with a sequel, I think a month ago. And it's pretty and blue. And I've never heard anyone talk about it. Wait, did I just say that I thought people liked it? And then I just said it. I don't know. I haven't heard people talk about it. But I do feel like people like it because I've like seen this cover all over the place. But no one says anything about it. I think because it's boring. It's very boring. I didn't enjoy it. So I'm gonna not keep it because my shelf space is super limited and Christmas is coming up. So, oops. I would like to start by saying I am deeply emotionally compromised. Mere moments ago, literally less than 30 seconds ago, I finished The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I was never going to read because I read Daisy Jones and the Six and I hated it. I hated everyone in it. Everyone was awful. I just could not. It just was too much like her wishing she came up with like Fleetwood Mac. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people love that book. That's fine. But like on a whim, I was like, oh, everyone talks about Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. They all love it. I'm just going to put it on my library waiting list. And I did. And it took like 4 months for it to be free. Because I'd tried to read this book before and I got 2 minutes in. And I was like, I'm not going to. And it lapsed. And then I've had it for a week and I haven't touched it. And I was going through trying to see what I want to read tonight. And I saw that and I was like, okay, I'll try this. And I just read straight through. I started at like 7:30, and I just kept reading until I was done. I literally didn't stop for like anything. I I don't even know like where to start. I guess I have to start maybe with eating some of my words because I just was like very down on Taylor Jenkins Reid because of how much I hated Daisy Jones. So oops on my part. I gave this book 5 stars, which I almost never do anymore, genuinely. If you don't know the plot, an aging starlet, she's about 80, asks a woman to write her memoir, basically. She brings her over to her house and she's like, I want you to tell my life story, and then when I'm dead, you can publish it. And it's about this woman's life. It's very heavily about her being queer in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but just being aware of it for most of her life in like these awful times to be queer. And she was deeply in love with a woman who went in and out of her life for most of it. I was not expecting, I thought maybe best case scenario I would enjoy it, but I just, there's a lot of depth to this and sadness, but it didn't feel like it was sad for the sake of being sad like I feel like some books do, where it seems like they're like, all right, I know how to get someone, I'll just make them cry. And that's what I felt a lot of what happened in Daisy Jones. It felt like angst for the sake of being angsty, because like a grungy 60s, 70s band being angsty with sex, drugs, and rock and roll is cool or something. And I still don't like that book, and I don't think I would like it if I reread it. But this one, everything that happened felt very necessary, not gratuitous at all. Just heartbreaking, but like in a good way. Like, I genuinely don't even know how to explain it better than that. I loved it. I think like it was very good. And I'm like sad at the ending. It wasn't a bad ending, it was a good ending, but it's just like, oh, it's a lot, I guess. I did guess part of the ending. I would say I guessed half of the ending. I don't want to spoil anything. I'll try and be vague, but if you don't want any spoilers, skip ahead like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. But there is a twist at the end, which I didn't see coming, because if I was going to complain about anything, it would be that, because it seemed a little out of left field. But even then I was just like, fine, I accept that this is what's happening, and that's fine. And it was well done for a thing that I thought was a little silly. The only other thing I want to say that I didn't like, this is the third character now in Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I've read that lost her virginity when she was 14, and confirmed for 2 of them. I'm not sure about the third one. It was with way older men. And both were played like, well, one was definitely predatory and the other one was not predatory, but like in Daisy Jones, she was 14 and they think were like on drugs. That doesn't make it any better or anything, but like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that she's got 3 characters having sex at 14. I don't consider that slut shaming because it's just like I view 14 as like a child. They shouldn't be doing that, especially with grown adults, but whatever. But I don't know how to talk about this book, I guess. It's a lot. I was like very not on the Taylor Jenkins Reid train, but I actually own Malibu Rising. I bought it because it was at the bookstore and we had credits and it was like $9 and I really like the cover. It's very blue and I was like, I'll get this. And Sarah was like, why the hell are you getting that? You hate Daisy Jones. I was like, I know, but this cover's pretty. And I got it. And I should have got 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Now I gotta go find a hardcover of it, I guess. But yeah, like that book's a lot, but it's really good. And like, I really appreciate that it didn't feel like gratuitous, again, is the word I'm looking for, I guess. Like, there's also like, other than the first husband, there wasn't like rape stuff in it. There was like definitely some underage things, which are, I get, yeah, okay, that's statutory rape, but it wasn't like, it wasn't graphic on page. I can't handle reading this rape. So like I would say tiny trigger warning because it barely comes up. One of the things, it's like what do you call it? Like audition couch-esque thing where it's like a couple lines and then it doesn't really come up again. And then her first husband, I don't know how old he was. I think he was only 20 maybe, which isn't great because she was 14, but I don't think he was like way older or anything. So yeah, just beware of that. And I suggest you read that book because it was really good. Very heavy. Very good though. And now here is the other half of this. I haven't updated you in a while. Last night I read an entire book. Also, I read Frostburn by Patricia Briggs, which I believe is the 7th Mercy Thompson book. I don't know for sure. Trade Points. Where is this from? Is this from Bookman's? This is from a used bookstore, and there's a sticker on the back. It was $27. Now it's $14. Trade price $9. Points $28. I didn't spend $9 on this, did I? Anyway, so I read Frostburn. The premise is that Mercy is Black Friday shopping with her stepdaughter, and the whole entire pack gets kidnapped, and that's awesome. I am very excited. I really like this book. This is the first Mercy book that I have genuinely thoroughly enjoyed. So I had to talk to Sarah about it. I should have filmed it, but we talked a little bit, and she said that kind of from this point on, they're all like really good. She said she categorizes the Mercy series in like 2 arcs essentially, and like from here on, they're all like really good, and I guess like in the Mercy stride of like funny and solid plots. So I read this and this was good. And my next one is Night Broken, which I might start tomorrow. I don't know. I'm supposed to get my Xbox today, but I didn't. I was originally going to take today off from work to hook it up and play and stuff because it's Sunday. And then it didn't come, which means it'll come tomorrow. So I'm probably going to take tomorrow off. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done for the rest of the week because hopefully I'm going to have an Xbox and I'll be playing Jedi Fallen Order. So we'll see. But I thought this was just, the plot was so good. I love that they're Black Friday shopping. I also wanted to read it because it's Christmas. Like, one of the reasons I picked it up when I did, other than the fact that I'm running out of time with my Audible, is that this was a Christmas book. Obviously, you can tell frost burned, and it's red and there's silver, and it's not snowy, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I thought the premise was just so funny, and it was a good time. I gave this one 4 stars, which is the highest I've ever given a Mercy book. I'm hoping I like the rest as much, if not more. And I think that's all my updates for now. So read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and also read this if you like Mercy Thompson and you're iffy on the first. I really wasn't enjoying them until I got to this one, and I enjoyed this one. It was a good time. So that's good. If you're struggling through these and you don't find them great, it is 7 books in. That's a lot to ask of someone. But if you have the books and you want to try, like, it's kicked up a notch. So I should probably go to bed.
I love you. You're perfect. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am a little deeper into Dune. I love her. She's so good. Now that she's been spayed and separated from all the other rats, she's an angel. But anyway, I'm a little further into Dune. I feel about the same, honestly, but I'm hoping it'll pick up soon. I'm listening on a faster speed, which helps immensely, honestly, because it's just like all the really long, drawn-out scenes are a little bit shorter, which I enjoy. But do you want to say, I don't dislike science fiction. I grew up watching Voyager, like Star Trek, all the Star Treks, but mainly Voyager, because that one was the newest one, so my parents would put it on a lot. And every single time they start talking about the desert planet, I just picture Neelix being like, do you have water? And then like in the tub just wasting so much water. That's what I picture, is I picture Neelix, which is probably not a good thing. I'm further into Dune, and honestly I'm liking it less. The betrayals have started to happen, and I don't know, it's compelling, but it's also pissing me off, especially all the stuff happening with Jessica, because of course she's a woman, so of course they're gonna like have rape come up. I don't know if she's going to get raped because I stopped to do this clip. I hope not, because I'll just stop reading. I'll be done. I just don't want to deal with it because I'm not enjoying the book enough to like put up with it. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I should be more entertained by this, but it's just like I don't care about the characters, so the betrayals are just annoying, and it's just like, ugh. So I don't know. I feel bad because Cappie likes it so much, and it feels like a lot of times the books she loves I just do not care for.
A lot of the books that you guys sent to me, I had never even heard of, and I think a big part of this is because of TikTok. A lot of these books I would imagine are hyped up on BookTok, and I'm not on TikTok, and like I don't watch TikTok at all, and I'm also not on Twitter, so I don't see like all the books that are being tweeted about. Really, my source is Instagram, and I haven't been on Instagram all that much either. So basically, like a lot of these, I just out of absolute left field. That makes it a lot more interesting though. So if you aren't familiar with this video, essentially what I do is on Instagram, I'll ask you guys what book you heard about the most in 2020.
Just clean that cage.
And I feel like that gives me a good idea of what book.
Ducky, I'm gonna record you. Oh, it is cute.
To catch up. Hi. Hi, baby. Did that startle you a little bit? Hi. Alright, full disclosure, it is Wednesday. I did not Okay, so let me explain. Sailor, for some reason, thought I had a treat, and she does this thing, like, when I'm eating or drinking, where she tries to pry my mouth open. And she did that to my cheek, and it stings. Look at that. Oh, stings so bad. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Look at her. You think you're innocent? You think you're innocent in this? Do you know what you did to Mama? Do you care? Don't? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She's sweet, but oh, damn, that one hurts. Anyway, I didn't read any yesterday. Monday was kind of sad, and yesterday I just didn't feel like it. So I think what I'm gonna do is tomorrow I'm gonna start working on my library books. The first one is City of Bones, and I'll explain why I'm reading that in a second. And I'm gonna make Mondays Dune Mondays, so until I finish it, which probably will only be like 2 weeks from now, maybe 3, depending on what time we leave with our friend next Monday. But in between, I'm going to read other books because I think focusing on Dune is not going to help my slump at all. So the reason I'm going to be starting City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, even though I don't like YA, is because my shelves are full. So I need to go through all the books I haven't read and all the books I haven't read in a while and decide what I want to keep. And I haven't read the Cassandra Clare books in a long time. Like, I read them when I was a teenager, and I've been reading these for like 10 years. So I like to think that they're gonna... She just dropped all the hammocks. These are all the hammocks that they've destroyed, but they can still cuddle in. And she just dropped them. You're on a warpath today, my dear, my love. Anyway, I'm going to be reading those to see if I still like them. I think I will. And then I also have Holly Black, which I haven't read. Oh, that hurts so bad. Which I haven't read, but I'll be seeing if it's something I want to keep. And then I have like 3 other books at my library, but I can't remember what they are right now. But yeah, I'll update you tomorrow, and I swear I'll get something done. I'll be good. I started City of Bones today. I haven't read this in a long time, but it still has like familiarity to it, and like I'm definitely not disliking it. I'm very early in. I just wanted to pop in to say though that my favorite thing about urban fantasies that have the main character not know the supernatural exists is there's always this like awkward clunky reveal, because there's literally no way to do it without the supernatural creature making a mistake. And it's just so clunky and so funny every single time. And like, it's not a diss necessarily, it's just a feature of the genre. But yeah, I think it's hilarious, and this is no different. You gonna show off your beautiful face, or you just look at the camera? There it goes, beautiful face. You wanna sniff it? Oh, my baby. Anyway, I am on part 4 of 15 in City of Bones. I didn't explain what it's about because I didn't think I needed to, and I'm still not going to explain what it's about because I still don't think I need to. I feel like this one's popular enough that I can get away with just being like, I'm reading City of Bones. But anyway, this is like a nitpick, but one that I feel strongly about. So they're talking to Simon, and he's just like, oh, so it's like Dungeons and Dragons, which is fine, that's not a big deal. But then Jace is just like, dragons are mostly extinct, and then Simon's like, so you've never killed one? Like, he's disappointed. And she's like, okay. I feel pretty strongly that 90% of the nerds out there would not think it's cool to kill a dragon. No dragon murders in this nerd culture. Oh my god. So Jace just said Simon looked like a rat, and it was clearly supposed to be an insult, and excuse me, how dare you think rats aren't precious, adorable little angels? Look at Hummy. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. I love you.
Dorothy making a rare appearance to Say hello. Dorothy! You were just looking at me and then you looked away as soon as I hit record. Dorothy. Alright, fine. That's fine. But look at her also. Dorothy. She's sniffing. I don't know what she's sniffing. She is sniffing.
I look exhausted. Oh my god, my frickin' eyes. Well, we'll move on from that. I am, I think on part 10 of 15 for City of Bones. So Simon just got turned into a rat. I did not like all the rat slander, naturally. They're beautiful creatures. What are you doing down there? They're beautiful creatures and deserve all the best, obviously. But I got past that, and I just wanted to pop in and say that, like, oh boy, this book is in some ways it is so of its time. I can't remember when the first one came out, but I think it was before 2010, and you could tell. Like, the toxic masculinity is off the charts, and Simon's just like, I was just practicing with all my other girlfriends until, and then this is when I stopped to make this clip, but you know, it's because he's in love with Clary, or he thinks he is, and like, the girl hate, the jealousy, it is every single beat from a YA from its time, and it's hilarious. I am enjoying it though, which I find interesting. I don't really like YA too much anymore, but this is probably just like nostalgia that's making me enjoy this. That, or I'm just not into modern YA, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, still enjoying it. So I'm nearing the end of Mortal Instruments, and I'll give final thoughts when I finish it. Sunday? It's Friday, and I don't really read on Saturdays, so I'll probably still look exhausted. What the hell? I promise I'm okay. But anyway, I just, sometimes writers don't really think out their imagery, which causes weird things. Like the werewolves, she keeps mentioning their lolling tongues and like teeth. Picture it, okay? Just this dog-like creature trying to bare his teeth, but his tongue's just like out there. Like, no one's gonna be intimidated by that. Are you kidding me? That's not scary. That's just silly. So it's really hard to picture, because like, even when you picture a dog or a wolf snarling, which is what she's saying they're doing, they don't stick their tongue out because it's not intimidating.
I want to document this because Sarah's not home right now, and as usual when Sarah's not home, is this friggin' dog decides that we're best friends, because apparently being with me is only an option when she literally doesn't have anyone better. So here's Cujo on my lap, pouting because her mom's out at dinner. Oh. Is that the laundry, Cujo? Are you getting called out right now for your selfishness? For making sure I know I'm your second choice? Cujo? Cujo? Why are you like this? Why do you never hang out with me when Sarah's here? Can you answer that? Cujo? 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 Uh-oh, I haven't updated in 3 days. It's only because I've barely been reading. I can't remember the last thing I said, but I do remember that I finished the Steve Martin memoir, Born Standing Up. It was pretty good. Those are all my thoughts on it. It was pretty good. That's it. And I haven't done much other reading. I tried to start a couple books and I was pretty bored, so I don't think I'm gonna get anything finished before the next clip, which is our wrap-up of the week. What I can do, if not give you any kind of closure on anything I've been reading, as I could give you a preview of what I will be reading next week, because I have 2 of the books. I am going to finally get around to The Charm Offensive, by Allison Coach, I can't, without Sarah here, I don't know how to pronounce anything. But I'm going to do the Charm Offensive. I'm going to hopefully get through the entire thing. Not very long. This is the kind of romance size that I like. I'm sure Sarah has said the premise before, but I will repeat it. It's basically The Bachelor. And instead of falling in love with one of the women on the show, The Bachelor falls in love with the producer. One of the producers. And it sounds great, and Sarah loves it. And if Sarah loves a romance, then it's a pretty safe bet I'm also going to like it, because there's obviously books she likes that I don't like. But with a romance, pretty good bet I'm going to have a good time. So there's that, and then my other read for next week, which I'm hoping I can get through. I'm going to read Night Broken by Patricia Briggs, which I think is book 8 in the Mercy Thompson series. Can't say a ton because of spoilers, but what I can say is Sarah told me that from here on out, the rest of the series is really solid, like in a way that the beginning wasn't necessarily. So, yeah, I'm hoping I like this one a lot. I have a couple of things that I'm going to try and read. I want to do some more memoirs, because I had a pretty good time with the Steve Martin one. So I found a whole bunch of memoirs at the library that had like no weight on it, and I put them on my list. So there's a Drew Barrymore one that's really short. I also checked out like the Amy Schumer one. I believe that one's called The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo. And I like Amy Schumer. Okay, I know not a lot of people do. To be honest, I think a lot of that like vitriolic hate does just come from people being weird about women comics. I also do know that she like stole some jokes. But you know, not a good enough reason to hate her or to say some of the things I've heard said about her. So I obviously, being a woman, am rooting for female comics. I used to watch a whole lot of stand-up comedy when I was younger. I would always watch all the females just because like there were so few, and I wanted to see the girls do stand-up, and I typically enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed her stand-up in the past. I kind of liked her show, so I thought her memoir would be interesting. And there's a couple other ones that I have on my list. I got Boy Erased, which might be a tough one. That one is about a boy going to conversion therapy. I got that because someone was talking about it, and I thought I would try it. But I'm hoping for like a couple fun memoirs. I think the Drew Barrymore one is probably going to be somewhat light. The Amy Schumer one, I'm assuming, also. And I think that's it for the books I'm going to try to read next week. So if all goes well, I will get through all of Night Broken. I will get through all of the Charm Offensive. And with any luck, I will get through the Amy Schumer memoir. Maybe the Drew Barrymore one, because it's very short. And we'll see if I make any progress on, I think the other memoir I was trying was Beautiful Boy. It's the one that has that Timothée Chalamet movie. Oh, and like, okay. I haven't forgotten, by the way, that I'm reading Dune. I promise I haven't forgotten. I think about this every single day of my life. Every day. But it's a very big book, and it's a lot of hours to listen to, and I try to only listen when I can pay very close attention, because there's a lot of stuff you'll miss, and I did start it completely over. So it's taking me forever to read this. But to be fair, if a book's going to take you forever to read, you should at least have an excuse if you're me. I don't care how fast other people read. For me, I don't like being on one book too long. I'm really hoping I eventually finish this. I think Sarah finished it before I did, which is stupid because like my whole life for the last few weeks has been dedicated to irritating my friends with the stuff I learned in Dune. So I'm halfway through the book, by the way. Like literally half. I think if anything, I have less ahead of me than I have behind me. And I'm going to make more progress. But also I did want to take my time with it because I was enjoying it. I didn't want to bust through it because a lot of the time if I'm reading a book, I get anxiety about finishing in a timely manner, which is completely self-imposed, and I end up kicking it up to like 3-point speed, and at that speed for me, I can't necessarily enjoy it, and I don't want to do that with this. I'm listening at like just regular 2-point speed for me, so I'm trying to have a good time instead of just absolutely burning through it. So that is what it is. It's been like a month of me talking about trying to get through Dune. I should have done a vlog all about reading Dune, but you know, hindsight's 2020, and I won't start over for a third time this soon. You know, I bet Sarah like actually finished it. I bet she finished the whole thing and didn't even take a month to do it, because she has a better work ethic than I do. And I'm just sitting here thinking about playing Jedi Fallen Order. I should have done a clip about Jedi Fallen Order. I got an Xbox. I believe I've mentioned it somewhere in the past. Here's a controller to prove it, so you know I'm not a liar. And here's the purple headphones I got to play Dead by Daylight. But also, yeah, so I'm going to do, because I barely did any reading, I'm going to do a mini talking about Xbox clip, because I don't think Sarah read much this week, and let's make the vlog not short. So I got an Xbox. I actually got it, technically I got it in a timely manner considering it's Christmas time and I ordered it, but I got the Xbox. It's digital only, so I can't get any actual discs, but that's okay. I got Game Pass, which I highly recommend, and on Game Pass there was several things that I was interested in. I started with Sea of Thieves, Dead by Daylight, and Jedi Fallen Order. Sea of Thieves, I'm not blown away by. It looks gorgeous. It looks so, so pretty. There's a lot of things about it I don't like. Like, it doesn't save your progress. You lose, every time you end the game, you lose all of your money and your supplies. And I really don't like that. That's not good for me and the kind of like anxiety I have, because if I play it, I'm going to keep myself from going to bed, and it's going to bring me more stress than joy. So I don't know how much of that one I'm going to play. But I also got Dead by Daylight, which I played once with my friend, and it was great. Like I loved it immediately. It was so good. It was so much fun. And I can really see myself spending too much money to get extra survivors and fun costumes. I really want to get the Resident Evil pack, but I can't bring myself to spend $10 to get like characters in a game when I can play it without them. I'll probably cave later. They also have Ash from Evil Dead. It's, I believe, like the Showtime Ash from the new movie, or the new show Ash versus the Evil Dead, which I love. I actually have a Funko of that Ash. He's sitting on top of my blueberry pancake candle with his chainsaw hand. And yeah, so Dead by Daylight is so good. It's so much fun. I'm not a gamer by any means, by the way. I'm a Nintendo girl. I do the slow Animal Crossing-y, Stardew Valley kind of games. I don't play like real intense games. So I got this Xbox because I'm an idiot. But the game I got and have started playing is Jedi Fallen Order, which is the most amazing thing. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but I really love Star Wars. And you get to play as a Jedi. And the Rise of Skywalker made me kind of hate the Jedi. And I've hated the Jedi. I've had this bitter taste in my mouth about Star Wars since Rise of Skywalker came out, because I took that movie really personally, I guess. It just made me really mad in like a whole lot of different places. Madder than either of the other two new Star Wars movies did, which both of them, I had problems with all of the new ones, but nothing like Rise of Skywalker, which just, I don't want to get into it. It's a whole thing. But I've like had a weird thing with Star Wars since that, and it's hard for me to consume media, I guess, from a thing that it feels like they don't want me to be a fan sometimes, because it seems like they cater to the loudest, cruelest voices who complain that like a girl is the lead, or they have people of color in the movie, and there's people who have a problem with that, and it just is weird because Lucasfilm genuinely feels like it caters to the people that have a problem with the fact that the lead of this movie was a girl and that the supporting cast had 2 people of color. Just 2. But that seemed to be too many for them. They had Rose written out of the last movie, basically, because that's just how it goes. Anyway, yeah, don't want to get into it. The point being, I had a weird relationship with Star Wars for the last couple of years, to the point where I haven't even watched a Star Wars movie since, I think since my mom wanted to rewatch Rise of Skywalker, and she forced me to do it, and that might have been a year and a half ago. Something like that. I don't know. But so I went into this game as like a weird Star Wars fan that like half hated the franchise and half adored it, because I've been into Star Wars my whole life. My dad got me into it. And I played this game, and the second I pulled the lightsaber out, I was just like a little kid. It was amazing. Like, it gave me back kind of my love of Star Wars. It made me feel like I did when I was a kid watching like the prequels come out, like in theater watching Revenge of the Sith kind of feelings, which is cool because, you know, happy little kid feelings. Once you grow up, those are gone for the most part, but every once in a while you get like a little tiny bit back. So I'm having a really good time with Jedi Fallen Order. It's so fun. Just, you get to feel like a Jedi, which is delightful. And then I bought The Witcher 3, which is why I bought the Xbox, actually, because I don't know if I've mentioned it. This is genuine. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really love The Witcher. Actually, the new season premiered today, and I haven't got to watch any of it because I'm waiting to watch it with my friends. But I love the books. I love the show. And the game looks really fun. It looks like the kind of game I could probably play. It's a lot of walking around and talking to people, which is good. That and platformers are my favorites. So I managed to catch The Witcher 3 on a sale, and I got a $50 game for only $10, which is magical. So I don't have an opinion on that one yet, but I would say absolutely I would recommend Dead by Daylight and Jedi Fallen Order. And I don't want to do too many clips talking about Xbox things on a book channel, but yeah, I'm having a good time. That's part of why I didn't read a lot this week, is because I was playing Xbox. And it might be like that for another couple weeks, at least until I like get it out of my system a little bit. But I am going to try and read those books I was just talking about, and maybe a little bit more. But I mean, if you don't mind Xbox updates, I could do more. Or I could, if people want to play, I could give out my gamer tag, I guess. I think you can be friends with people like that and you play games, whatever. I don't really know how it works because I've never played like Xbox before. But we'll see what happens. I might consider doing like Twitch streams because I've really, really wanted to do that for a while, and Xbox just lets you do that. So that's pretty neat. So RIP to my TBR, I guess, for the next couple weeks. Which I guess isn't technically different than it has been for the last few weeks. So what do I know?
Yeah, go for it.
A hasty ending clip because we forgot and it's nighttime.
Yeah, we're watching TV.
We are. I did a clip last night saying what I'm going to do next week because I didn't finish another book. I didn't get a lot of books read, and that's just fine.
I read City of Ashes and made a little inroad on The Witcher, or not The Witcher, on Dune.
Yeah.
And then next week, not City of Ashes, City of Bones. Next week I'm going to read The Coldest Girl in Coal Town.
Yeah, I'm going to try and read more Dune.
All right.
That's it.
Yep, bye.